What's going on, guys? John Elder here from CourseTherapy.com, and in this episode, I want to talk about 1080p versus 720 for video recording. All right, welcome to the Daily Udemy Income Report, the show where I talk about making money on Udemy, walk you through what's working for me, and help you do the same thing. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com, and today is Wednesday, May 1st, 1st of May, new month, 2019. In today's episode, I want to talk about 1080p versus 720 for, shooting video, editing video, all that good stuff, specifically when it comes to Udemy and all of that. But before we get started, let's take a look at yesterday's numbers. Okay, so yesterday was the 30th, last day of the month, and we had 18 courses sold, came to $77.08. Now, that's a good number of courses, but not particularly great as far as earned per $4.28. It seems high-ish, but that's because we had a couple of coupon codes come in, so it skewed the number. Most courses sold in the like $2 range, royalty-wise, so not that great, but we'll take it. $70 at the end of the month. Not bad. Refunds stayed the same at $115.73. Looks like that's how we're going to end the month. So we like to see between 100 and 120-ish. So that's good. Reviews were 8. We'll take a look at those in just a second. So month to date, now this is not the final number because we still have Udemy for Business that comes in next week, but $2,102.94, pretty good. 480 courses sold, 198 reviews, and promotional activity bopped up by two courses sold for $9+ each, so that came to $178.61, and total enrollments ended at 126,807. Oh, my average rating bopped back up to 4.53, so that's kind of nice to see. So like I said, we'll do a month in review in a few days when these numbers sort of solid up, when we get the Udemy for Business numbers in and all that good stuff. But just sort of eyeballing this, we're in the sort of the range of where we've been the last few months, so that's pretty nice. We can expect $100 to $200 in Udemy for Business to come in, so 2,100 becomes close to 2,300, which is what we got last month, and so that's not too bad. So let's take a look at my profile page really quickly, udemy.com/user/John Elder 3, and we see we ended the month 51,342 students, 40 courses, 3,062. And the Node course that was hot and new yesterday is just new again today. Nothing has changed. I don't know what's going on here. It's just infuriating. Whatever. This SQLite is still just new, not hot and new. And you can see it's bopped down to 4.1. It was 4.2 yesterday, so that's not great. We'll keep an eye on that. Now, my internet has gone wonky, so I can't go forward here. You can see it's just going to be spinning. We're having a windstorm in Vegas here, so I don't know what's going on with the internet. But I can tell you the Django course is still the highest rated course, and that Ruby on Rails stock market course that bopped up a couple of days ago is itself still the highest rated course. So very, very cool. All right, so taking a quick look at the reviews, we got a lot of good reviews this time. 5 stars, seems like an awesome course, easy to understand, absolute great buy, and great skills to learn. 5 stars, very informative lectures. 4 stars, good explanation. Thank you for nice information. 4 stars. 5 stars, great instructor, clear and efficient. If you knew a little Python, you'll appreciate how he gets right to the point. Alrighty. 5 stars. 3.5 stars. That's terrible. Engaging delivery. What do you know? And 5 stars, great content. I love the fact that it's project-oriented and broken down into short videos. Thanks, John. So very good reviews this time. Lots of good text that people wrote. We always like to see when people actually write stuff instead of just, leaving star reviews. So a lot of good reviews this time. So in this episode, I want to talk about 1080p versus 720, whatever that is, for video recording and editing. So whenever you're shooting video, you have to sort of, in the settings of your software, whatever video recording software you're using or camera software you're using, you have to designate the dimensions of the video you want to shoot, right? The size. And the standard is 1080p, slightly smaller is 720. And so which should you use? I've talked about this before. Udemy recommends 720. Most of their video is shown in 720, but 720 is an old format. It's outdated. It's not as crisp and clear and all the good stuff. 1080p is high definition. That's what you want. So Udemy has a thing where they have, I don't know what it's called, smart something or other, where they try and detect your monitor size. And then if you have a bigger monitor, they will show you video in 1080p if it's available. Otherwise, the default is just 720. So if you're watching video on Udemy, you can, on the Udemy video player, you can click the little settings button and choose the dimensions of the playback of your video. And 720 is the default, but you can go lower. 340, I think, is one. 280 maybe, something like that. You can keep going down, but you can't go to 1080. You can't select 1080. It's just sort of, you have to, if you have a 1080-able monitor, which most of us do, it will sometimes, the smart thing will kick in and it'll show you 1080p video, high definition. Otherwise, it just shows you 720. So what's a video creator to do? Well, you absolutely should shoot all of your video in high definition 1080p and upload it. Well, and second, you should edit it in 1080p. So when you're editing video, you can often change the size of it. So you want to make sure you're outputting in 1080p high definition. And then you want to upload that to Udemy as 1080p high definition video. Even though some people won't see it as 1080p, it'll shrink down to 720, it'll still look good. And then eventually, someday, Udemy is going to get off their rear ends and change this to where all video should be high definition. Everywhere else in the world, video is high definition. The problem is Udemy makes a lot of money in foreign countries that are poor and have less bandwidth, less high-speed internet access. And in those countries, you know, if you're on a slow connection, you don't want 1080p high definition video. You want slower, because otherwise it takes forever to download and stream and buffer the videos. So I think that's why they do this. And their smart thing that they've put kind of works, but kind of doesn't. So in the meantime, like I said, just shoot all your video in 1080p, edit all your video in 1080p, upload it as 1080p, and just don't worry about it. You know, a couple years from now, it won't matter. Udemy will switch to 1080p by default, because by then there'll be something else even better than that. So that's what I recommend. So that's it for today's report. If you like this episode, be sure to smash the like button below, subscribe to the channel, and check out CourseTherapy.com for more tips, tricks, and online course awesomeness. My name is John Elder from CourseTherapy.com. We'll see you again tomorrow morning.